Hello, everybody, and welcome to my weekly energy forecast painting reading. This is something that I just set an intention for, and this is kind of what came up just for the week. So I already did a blog under what we can expect, any suggestions, ways to support you. So make sure you go to robinsealing.com and you can check that out as well. So right away I go into this like little blue swirl thing. My husband said he thought it looked like an acorn. And so right away that told me that there's this need to just go for like nature walks, things like that. It's also the week of Christmas as well, plus we have a new moon. I also did a blog about my new moon. I did a painting so you can see the picture with the blog as well. I did a YouTube reading as well. So for me, when I connect to the blue kind of swirly energy, I kind of get this feeling of there being a vortex of some sort where things are just kind of moving, but it might feel like sometimes you feel a little trapped, sometimes you might feel a little insecure, maybe it's hard for you to breathe. The last couple days I've been doing meditations myself. I did one yesterday for healing lower back pain because I've been having some back issues. And it was interesting. It was kind of showing you to do a color and then move the energy, like to visualize a color and then moving the energy. So your pain starts to go away, which is really cool. And then today I was just doing a simple grounding exercise. But I do find those really helpful because sometimes when your mind is wandering, you can kind of listen to your thoughts a bit more. And so that's my recommendation as well as you start off this week, the 19th and 20th, 21st, and even into the 22nd and 23rd. I feel like those meditations are important. I'm also feeling called towards the ocean as well. So if you do live near the ocean, it's a great time to catch more peace. I'm getting some people need a little bit more sleep. We have a super moon, new moon this week, and so that energy is a little bit stronger. So, and it's in Capricorn, so anything to do with money is going to be coming up this week as well. And so I do have this scribbly thing here that I used for my blog when I channeled some information. And by the way, if you're catching this on Friday the 16th, I am doing half price readings if you happen to have the ability to take advantage of that today. So time management, I did a blog on time management and it's needed extra this week, so you can check that out. Sky is the limit. Sound healing is supportive. Again, I have a blog on sound healing. I've also been pulling out my tinctures, which clears our space as well as our own energy. So you can feel that there's a lot of, again, what's coming up here is this kind of like circling energy where you might find that there's this, I'm even getting the word disease, that there might be some diseases floating around right now. And that's something to just be mindful of, that it's just an energy that's moving through people. And if you can imagine anything that you don't want in your body that's toxic, that's less desirable, just inviting that energy to move through you, which is why breath work is so important. That also came up in our daily reading for the 16th of December. I was also feeling called that there's someone specifically that's supposed to be in my membership group to take advantage of a few different programs that I have in there. I have so many. I have hours worth of healing content, and I continuously upload based on the time of month. We'll be doing a new moon ritual with theta healing clearings there on the 22nd as well. So if that's you, just absolutely sign up. Whatever level, you're going to get your money's worth, and also you can cancel at any time. So this person looks like they're dancing. All right, they have a little bit of yellow in their shirt. It's a holiday, right? So I'm seeing someone maybe going outside and wanting to dance to try to move their energy a bit more in that fresh air, maybe like underneath the moon, doing some moon, excuse me, moon ceremonies are coming up. So you can go to my playlist, rituals and practices, new moon ritual. You can check that out, how to do a new moon ritual. That could be something that I choose to blog. I'm just doing what I'm energetically called to right now. My old business was called Robin's Healing, so that's why I still have robinshealing.com in there. Feel free to still email me through my old email if you want to, but my new business is Horseman Readings, and you will soon be able to see all of my social media changing over to Horseman Readings, okay? So it does feel like the more we move our energy, move our bodies, the more free we feel instead of just like sitting. I'm feeling like being too much into like a ball. I can just see our energy needing to feel more free. So if you do any type of yoga this week, my invitation to you would be more like corpse pose, more like starfish pose, more like as a snow angel. Really open up your centers and allow energy to be released and removed, okay? That's a big message there. So that's what I was saying, from like 19th to 23rd even. If we go into the 24th and the 25th, it's kind of interesting here. It's like I do see some angelic energy. I do see some elephants, actually. So it feels like elephants can represent how we want to treat other people at this time. So keep in mind, guys, around the holidays, there are people going through some serious depression. In my blog that I wrote yesterday, for this week's energy, I added a depression video this is from 2020, that I was talking about depression. I'm not sure why, but again, whenever I put links in there for certain videos, I recommend listening to them. There's always a reason. I think I have some stuff for some different herbs I talk about for ceremonies, which is what we were saying over here. Yeah, anything you can kind of do like ritual wise this week feels important. It's a very powerful week. But the elephants are really like, the way that they treat other people is just amazing. They just have this beautiful sense and awareness of what people need. So focusing is really important this week. So focus on your mood, your energy, how you're impacting other people. It's a great time for creative expression as well, because it feels like if you could do some arts and crafts with children, it's just such a beautiful time. So just allowing yourself to do some of that stuff if you feel like that resonates with you. All this white stuff here feels like I'm kind of getting like nature, actually. It's really there's just this need to be outside more. And so if you can, again, just clear your home as well, bring in things aside from your Christmas tree that light you up, that excite you. I'm just starting to do that now, as well as getting out all my essential oils. I sell essential oil products as well. You can check out my shop. I have some of my herbal things under there, but I still have a lot of stuff I haven't gotten underneath the shop yet. But if you feel called to purchasing something from me, potentially, just reach out as well, and I can show you some of the things I would recommend based on your energy, which people seem to really like, okay? But yeah, the energy of the oils, natural candles is something else that I make with essential oils. It just, those things feel really important if we're going to be breathing in things from the inside of the home. Then we want them to feel as natural and as free and as delicious and flowing as it can, so everybody's feeling uplifted around us, right? So orange essential oil and cinnamon's really been coming up for me and with this energy, because orange removes depression in the sense that it has this like tropicalness to it, and it's very uplifting, very much great for joy. So it's not going to eliminate depression, but it's going to improve the mood, okay? And then cinnamon can also bring in abundance. Underneath my playlist, rituals and practices, you will also see some like money spells, like abundance rituals, and cinnamon is something that I use it in that as well, okay? This kind of looks like a fish of some sort, but again, it feels and looks like stuck. I see a bird in there trying to help the fish. or the animal. And so it feels like if you do notice, it's not just people, but animals that are struggling, or wildlife that's struggling. You might even see like energy that's affecting everybody, okay? And so just remind yourselves of freedom. The word freedom keeps coming up, and how you're delivering your presence. So when you show up somewhere, maybe it's to drop off presents, just reminding yourself to stay calm and to stay alert at all times, because it feels like with this new moon in Capricorn, it's there's just some need for like forgiveness as well. That seems to come up in all of our moon cycles lately. If we're hanging on to things towards other people, then that's going to come across as like negative, okay? So somebody needed to hear that. These look like hands to me. I kind of see like an egg and a horse. So to me, prayers feel really important at this time as well, making sure you're doing your prayers. Last night I prayed that healing would come through in my dreams, and it certainly did. And then I woke up a little feeling a certain way, because dreams can kind of shift us a lot. And so that's why I did my little grounding meditation. So remind yourself to open up to the universe just a tiny bit more, depending on who's watching. Some of us are going deeper than others. Children are also definitely in here. They're so simplistic in the sense that, you know, they don't need $1 million. They don't need a lot. So just don't forget that kids are usually pretty happy with the little things. And so that's kind of the lesson that I get this week, is just to minimize things. And then you're going to minimize your stress as well. So the fact I'm seeing like some purple in here, using some imagination. So visualization exercises for sure will be helpful. But when you're playing with children, encouraging them to use their imagination will also be supportive for you, because it's about removing like our everyday stressors, okay? So you are being supported. There is just this this desire to like be open in a field. So if you can get near water, if you can be outside this week, it's going to be super, super supportive. I'm not going to read you the rest of my blog stuff, because you can check that out on your own. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please click the thumbs up button if you did. Feel free to comment that you enjoyed this as well. Make sure you click the bell button beside the subscribe button, so that when I do my lives and I do my free readings, which I'm going to be doing more of, then you get that notification if you happen to be close to your phone. Bye for now.